I smell a roast.
Okay, guys. Every week on the roast, we like to roast something that, maybe grinds our gears a little bit, maybe something we don't know a lot about. Like, it seems the roasts, as of late, have been very holiday-based, which is a lot of fun because, we get to dive into the history and the origins of some of these holidays that, everybody knows, like Halloween and Christmas, but a lot of that stuff I had no idea until we started researching it. But I do enjoy the roast that just piss us off. And this one is one that I know a lot of you guys out there are always asking for us to do, and we've kind of touched upon.
We roasted it a bit, but you just can't roast decaf coffee enough.
Fucking
and I don't mean by roasting
coffee.
as in like roasting coffee. So
yeah.
No, you shouldn't be roasting it that way. You should be making fun of it like we're about to do.
Yeah, because
right now.
What the hell? Look, I'm gonna say it right now. I've never understood non-alcoholic beer. I've never understood it because, to me, the idea of drinking non-alcoholic beer is just making it harder, because the whole reason you'd be drinking non-alcoholic beer is because you don't want to be drinking alcohol. Either you have a problem with alcohol or alcohol affects your system or something like that, so you still want to drink the product but not have the alcohol.
Have you ever tried non-alcoholic beer or decaf coffee?
I've tried them both, yes.
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic beer is disgusting, and decaf coffee is garbage. It's garbage.
I had non-alcoholic beer once.
Yeah.
Totally by accident. Totally by accident.
Was it a Zima?
Zima's not non-alcoholic beer.
I thought Zima isn't Zima non?
No, it's crappy malt beverage. It's terrible, and it's very alcoholic and gross.
Duels is non-alcoholic beer.
Right.
Yes.
But my friend and I, before a show that we had, it was at the Adirondack Community College.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what for, and it's like, well, we can't play this sober. Let's go grab a 6-pack, chug it in the car. We got a 6-pack of Becks, and we drank our 3 each, and it was like, what's going on here? We know it's something's fishy.
We're superheroes,
and they were so drinkable.
Yeah,
actually, it didn't taste bad at all. And it was like, oh, this is Beck's Zero. It was very disappointing.
I just don't get it. And I did some digging on the actual, process of decaf coffee.
Right, because it's not natural.
So here's a statistic that I didn't know that even is crazy. Worldwide, decaf obviously is less popular than actual coffee, obviously. But 1 billion pounds a year of decaf coffee are consumed worldwide, and it makes up for 12% of worldwide coffee consumption. So
12%?
88% is normal coffee and 12% is decaf. I think that's a travesty, and it should stop immediately.
It should be like 1%.
It should
even
be 0.0001%.
See, the people that I have seen drink decaf coffee, I've seen them like mix it so it's like half calf. It's like, motherfucker, drink less coffee. Why do you need to have a whole cup of coffee? Is it in your brain that you can't drink less? You have to have a full cup, and if you want less caffeine, it's decaf coffee. And what are you doing?
I don't get it. So here's the history, which is pretty crazy. In the early 1900s, according to coffee lore out there, a German coffee merchant by the name of Ludwig Roselius discovered decaf by accident after a shipment of coffee beans were soaked in seawater during transit, naturally extracting some of the caffeine. So technically speaking, he didn't even create decaf coffee. He just created weak-ass coffee.
You think that happened, and he was like, what have I done?
I gotta sell this crap. A few years later, Roselius patented the first commercially successful means of decaffeinating coffee, but instead of just salt water, his method also used a more potent chemical solvent called benzene to finish the job.
Not good.
Yeah, not good, because we now know that when inhaled, even in small amounts, benzene can cause drowsiness, dizziness, and headaches, as well as eye, skin, and respiratory tract irritation. Over the long term and in high doses, benzene has been linked to cancer, blood disorders, and fetal development issues in pregnant women. It's no wonder that this new type of brew got a bad rap.
Oh, really? That's why it got a bad rap?
Yeah. Today, coffee manufacturers have switched to a safer decaffeination method, a couple different ones, though many still use potent chemicals to strip away the caffeine. Meanwhile, researchers and scientists alike have wondered whether any of coffee's healthful compounds are lost along with the caffeine. There are three key methods for removing caffeine from regular coffee beans today. The most common use is a chemical solvent. Another uses liquid carbon dioxide, and the last simply uses water. All take green unroasted coffee beans, soak or steam them until the caffeine is dissolved or their pores are opened, and then extract the caffeine. While the CO2 and the water methods are considered chemical-free, the solvent method relies on synthetic chemicals such as ethyl acetate, naturally found in some fruits, and methylene chloride, commonly used in industrial applications such as adhesives and paints.
Well, first off, why are you drinking decaf coffee? Second off, why are you drinking decaf coffee? And third, you probably...
I just don't get it. I
can't get it out.
Yeah, I just don't get it. The Swiss water process tends to produce the most flavorful coffee because it's good at removing caffeine without stripping other flavorful compounds from the beans, but it's also more expensive and difficult to produce at scale. So you'll only typically find this on higher-end coffees such as Blue Bottle coffee or something of that nature. None of these methods scrub the bean of the caffeine completely. While the FDA requires that at least 97% of caffeine be removed, some decaffeinated coffees on the market still contain between 3 and 12 milligrams of coffee per cup. So you're still not getting a decaffeinated cup of coffee.
Yeah, but 12 milligrams of caffeine isn't going to really
It's
do
still
much for
caffeine,
you.
though. Now, I understand people have health problems with caffeine. I understand that some caffeine affects people differently, and I understand that kind of thing. But there are delicious hot beverages out there.
Tons of them.
That are not decaf coffee. I, for one, enjoy a good cup of tea.
Same here.
You know, and yes, there are, before you get into it, yes, there are caffeinated teas out there. I get that. But there's a lot of decaffeinated teas out there.
That are naturally...
Natural.
They don't have to have extracted caffeine.
It's
they just don't have caffeine, and it's delicious. Hot beverage. What the fuck are you doing drinking decaf coffee?
Yeah.
There's got to be a better way.
Oh, I just don't get it. I don't get, and especially because even the FDA is like, there are methods out there that are still harmful. We're using shit that's an adhesive to strip away frickin' caffeine from the beans. And the FDA isn't even saying like, well, it has to be 100%. They're like, it has to be 97, around 97%.
You know what's so weird is, anytime we work a booth at an event, there's always some fuck who comes up to the table and goes, "Oh, World's Strongest Coffee, do you make decaf? Oh, you're so fucking funny.
And what do I do?
Do we make decaf? No, go fuck yourself."
What do I do? Every time I get that when we work at an event and I'm at a booth,
hands him a cup of hot water.
I hand him a cup of hot water. I go, here's your decaf. Enjoy.
You should splash it in their face.
And then smash the cup on their face. I'm sorry. I'm just getting a little angry because decaf coffee makes me angry. I just don't. And it's because, you know what, at the end of the day, I just don't get it. I don't understand why you're drinking the coffee.
I mean, to each their own, but if you're drinking decaf coffee, your own sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just, find a different method. Get into tea.
You know what? Why don't you just heat up some arsenic and chug that?
Sounds like a plan to me. I don't know. What are your thoughts on... You know what? No. I would ask what your thoughts are on decaf coffee, but you guys are watching the Fueled by Death show put out by Death Wish Coffee Company. I know damn well what your thoughts are.
You're not here for us.
I know damn well what your thoughts are on decaf coffee. You probably feel the same way we do. I just don't get it, guys. I hate to get so angry about something I don't understand, but it just makes me angry. Sorry.